There will be emergency vehicles, safety, hospital. They arrived at Covenant Hospital a short time later. Both a 25-year-old man and 1-year-old baby into the people alive.
That place is the Opportunity Center in Bay City.
Let's show off this hardware. Hold up your medals you got here.
Well,
what'd you bring home, my friend?
well, awards.
Nice.
The top three. This one here is the Coaches Award, which is the bigger.
Today, leaders in Bay City were preparing for the event that started at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Trades Talk with me, your host, Pop. This is the most industrial stream on a Tuesday night, and we're going to go through some news out of industry, see what's going on out there. We're going to see some articles about the shortage of the skilled trades, and we're also going to have everyone's favorite time, and that would be picture time. But that won't be till later. Before I get to all that, though, I'd just like to say hello to you, David Glenn. You know what? It's great to see that you taught that canopy a lesson. I was wondering what you were going to have to do to get that installed. So it's good to see that you were victorious in the end. An angry Canadian. There he is. How are you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. I don't know about getting your next Trades Talk to be hosted in a sewer while someone's replacing moldy bricks. That's I've been there, done that. Okay, I can have it so that I can show you pictures of when I used to work at the waste management center and all the human waste and all that kind of good stuff. But then atop a wind turbine while bald eagles are circling me, wind turbines. Don't think I'm allowed up there right now. Those guys will get really upset. You heard Trump is placing a tariff on the Canadian wildlife smoke drifting across the border. You guys are still getting that? I've been quite fortunate in my area. I haven't seen a lot of wildfires and smoke or anything like that, so it's been pretty good so far. FedEx is charging the customer a fee for packages coming from Canada. A tariff fee. Really? That is just disgusting there, FedEx. Smarten up. I don't think that's... you can't tell me that's necessary to get your packages sent. My micro light legend continues to prove you right. Yes, it's me, Mike Rowe, Light. The light version. I may not be, I may not be Mike Rowe, but I'm the next best thing. I'm the knockoff. The Canadian import, if you will. All right. Well, what do you guys say we get to it and see what's going on out there in industry? We'll do that by looking at Plant Magazine. There we go. There it is. What do we got here? Going back a week ago, free trade carve-outs key and potential deal between U.S. and Canada. I mean, I know they're going to do this. It's not going to be a long, drawn-out thing. But let's see. Stellantis CEO targets U.S. turnaround as carmaker faces $1.7 billion hit from tariffs this year. Yeah, I want to see that. the world's fourth largest car maker, created 4.5 years ago from the merger of Fiat Chrysler and PSA Peugeot, is in talks with U.S. officials on how to mitigate the impact of tariffs, in particular on cars produced in neighboring Canada and Mexico. Stellantis hopes to counteract some of the expected 1.5 billion euro cost of tariffs this year by boosting North American profitability with new model launches like their discounted Jeep Cherokee, the carmaker's new CEO said on Tuesday. You want to do better? Make better vehicles. Your line of vehicles, Stellantis, is garbage. You guys are the worst as far as reliability and quality, as far as I'm concerned. So if you want people to buy your stuff, make it better. The world's fourth largest car maker created, they already said that already. CEO Antonia Filosa said the Stellantis supports U.S. Donald Trump's strategy to boost the creation of jobs and U.S. auto production using low tariffs, using also tariffs as a tool. Filosa, who was confirmed as chief executive last month, said that he's pushing to have the tariff regime factor in the high level of U.S. components used in cars made in Canada and Mexico. Of the 16 million cars Stellantis produces for sale in the U.S. market, 8 million are made in domestic plants and another 4 million in Canada and Mexico, all with a large number of U.S. components. Another 4 million are imported from Europe and Asia with virtually no U.S. components. So those ones should be getting the tariffs then, if they don't have any U.S. components in them. In pursuit of a U.S. turnaround, Filosa is relaunching in the second half of 2025 models that previous management nixed 2 years ago. A new Jeep Cherokee for the largest selling U.S. segment and the popular ICE Dodge Charger. Oh, they mean internal combustion engine Dodge Charger? I don't know why you'd have to put ICE in front of it. Just say gas-powered Dodge Charger. Earlier this year, Stellantis also relaunched the Ram Hemi V8 because of dealer and customer demand in what Filosa called a quick, smart, impactful corrective action. Yeah, why would you get rid of your popular selling truck? Like, these guys are not geniuses by any means. Most U.S. cars don't have U.S. components. Yeah, that's for sure. The Jeep Cherokee will be produced in Mexico, and Filosa said that they are working on reducing production costs so we can totally offset the tariffs effect. Is that how a CEO is supposed to talk? We can totally offset the tariffs effect. Stellantis has already absorbed 300 million euros of the 2025 tariff impact during the first half of the year, as the carmaker posted losses of 2.3 billion euros. During the period, U.S. shipments were down by nearly a quarter as the carmaker reduced the importation vehicles produced abroad. The maker of Jeep, Chrysler, Fiat, and Peugeot cars reported that net profits plummeted from 5.6 billion in the same period last year as it burned 3.3 billion euros in cash for the cancellation of a hydrogen fuel cell project. Changes in the fine regime for U.S. carbon emission regulations and write-downs on platform investments. Why do they manufacture new models every year? That's overkill. It can be AC, you bet it is. Everyone wants the people that, they're like always have to have the newest and latest and greatest thing. That's who they're making those for. Stellantis said that it expected net revenues to increase over the next 6 months compared with the first half when they dropped 13% to 74.3 billion euros. Carmaker also said that cash flow would improve. Filosa said new executive team will continue to make the tough decisions needed to reestablish profitable growth and significantly improve results. So expect layoffs, anybody that works for Stellantis. When they come in and say they're going to need to make tough decisions, it means they're going to close up plants and lay people off. And it says they dropped to 74 billion euros. Oh no, what a tragedy. Only 74 billion euros. So don't feel too bad for these guys. They are still making a lot of money. And I wish they would put it into making a quality product, but they don't. Cheapest they can get away with. All cars look the same nowadays. How would anyone know if a car is new or not? Yes, there is no style anymore, David. The style of the automobile is gone now. It's just egg-shaped, cookie-cutter, ugly-looking things. And you don't even get colors anymore. It's you get black, white, and gray. They don't do anything with any nice colors anymore at all. No two-tone, no nothing like that, unless people are doing custom paint jobs. But other than that, you're going to get a boring, mind-numbing car to drive. Let's see. Canada's economy contracts in May, but there were signs of a June rebound. Here we are. Canadian trade with U.S. picked up in June despite the tariffs. So who's telling the truth then? Canadian exporters did more business with the United States in June, even as tariffs ramped up. Agency said exports to the U.S. rose 3.1% in June compared with the prior month, but we're still down 12.5% on a year-over-year basis. Canada's trade surplus with the U.S. expanded to $3.9 billion in June from $3.6 in May as imports rose less than exports. Overall, Canada's merchandise trade deficit with the world widened to $5.9 billion in June, up from $5.5 billion in May. The June figures close a volatile first half of the year that saw on-again, off-again tariffs from the United States skew Canadian trade volumes. StatCan said total exports were up modestly for the second month in a row in June, coming off the biggest drop in nearly 5 years in April, as early tariffs took full effect. Higher energy exports were largely to thank for the increase. The agency said there was a June jump in imports tied to a one-time high-value shipment, an offshore oil project module from the United States bound for Newfoundland. That import surge was somewhat offset by Canadian firms getting higher prices for their exports. The agency said by volume, exports were down in the month. Sounds like we're kind of breaking even here, like nothing's really stopping. You know, you figured the tariffs would stop stuff from coming in, but they're not. They're still coming in. CIB senior economist Andrew Grantham said in a note to clients Tuesday that while two-way trade picked up in June, the latest figures show Canadian trade still hasn't found a new footing. This is up to the businesses. They have to take care of this. They have to find, okay, if the U.S. isn't going to take stuff, we have to go and peddle our wares to Europe, Russia, Africa, all those other countries, Asia. Get the word out there that you have the things that they need, and you're willing to trade with people. While trade flows should stabilize in the months ahead, their level will likely remain lower than that seen last year due to ongoing U.S. trade tariffs, policy, and related uncertainty. A decrease in metal and mineral product exports, meanwhile, was driven by declines in shipments of unwrought gold to the United Kingdom. Declines in metal exports also coincide with the U.S. doubling global steel and aluminum tariffs to 50% early in June. Exports of unwrought aluminum and iron and steel products were down more than 11% in the month, while exports of motor vehicles parts dropped 4.2%. Tariffs and the threats of steep duties from the United States have distorted Canada trade figures throughout the first half of the year. Canada needs to get China addicted to maple syrup. Oh yeah, let's get that sweet, sweet maple syrup over there. Tariffs and threats of steep duties from some United States and Canadian trade figures throughout the first half of the year. StatCan said total exports were up 2.2% in the first 6 months compared to the same stretch in 2024. After exports hit a record high in the first quarter, economists believe firms were moving up activity to get ahead of tariffs coming into effect in March and April. StatCan said total exports fell 12.8% in the second quarter. Canada's quarterly merchandise trade deficit hit a record $19 billion in the second quarter of the year, up from $388 million in the first quarter. Nathan Jansen, assistant chief economist at RBC, said in a note that Canadian export volumes fell 31.4% on an annualized rate in the second quarter of 2025. A plunge in the second quarter Canadian export volumes is on track to substantially subtract from Canadian GDP in the second quarter, following a pre-tariff surge in the first quarter when U.S. importers rushed to front-run tariffs. StatsCan said that exports to countries other than the U.S. declined in June, coming down from a record high in May and marking the first decrease in that category since February. The June figures won't capture any impact from President Trump's recent move to impose 35% tariffs on Canadian imports as well as 50% global tariffs on semi-finished copper. But because the latest tariffs will continue to exempt Canadian goods compliant with the Canada-US-Mexico Agreement on Trade, RBC expects the higher duties will only apply to roughly 6% of goods crossing the border. There you go. If it's not covered by the trade agreement already, it's going to be negligible. It's going to apply to 6% of goods. So this is just blowing everything out of proportion, making a mountain out of a molehill. They're crying and giving you something to be mad about. It's got to be it. Got to be a distraction. Like, oh, look at these tariffs. Look at them. And it's like, well, you're only affecting stuff that's not covered by the trade agreement that's in place already. We continue to expect that current rules, if maintained as currently in place, would leave Canada with the lowest tariff rate of any major U.S. trading partner, putting Canadian exporters in a stronger relative position to compete for U.S. import market share than other countries. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. In a separate release, StatCan said monthly service exports rose 1% to $18 billion in June. Taking into account goods and services, the agency said Canada's total trade deficit with the world rose to $6.5 billion in June, up from $6.4. Okay. Honestly, I don't think things are that bad. I think they've been blown way out of proportion. Yo, what's up, Fabric Folds? They're pushing the tariffs again, so what are they hiding? Yeah, that's right, man. You got it. Distract everyone with tariffs. This next one says Canadian manufacturing contracts again in July, but the pace of decline slows. Okay, good. I think things are slowly working themselves out. We're doing okay. I think that's it for... Oh no, ABB announces $130 million investment in Canadian manufacturing. ABB makes motors, I believe. On August 5th, ABB announced plans to invest more than $130 million to expand the research and development and production capacity of its advanced power protection and grid resilience technologies in Canada. According to the company, the investment will consolidate its Iberville and Saint Jean-sur-Richelieu facilities into a new greenfield site in Montreal's South Shore region. Okay, so this is in Quebec, eh? The new 340,000 square foot manufacturing and R&D facility is expected to be more than 33% larger than the two locations it was replacing and will incorporate advanced production, automation, and digital technologies. You bet they try to sneak in digital currency? I wouldn't put it past them. Don't fall for it, you guys. We don't need digital currency. It's not as good as they make it out to be. It's not something you want. If you can't hold it in your hand, you don't own it. So that should be the rule. I can hold cash in my hand. It's my cash. Nobody can lock it down on me or by flipping a switch. Ken is hiding the cure for stupidity from the rest of the world. Oh, I wish you'd tell me what it is. I wish I could take a couple of those pills. You see where all car companies are scaling back EV? Yes, Fabric, you bet. It's like they're like, oh, it's because the government is not doing their incentives anymore, subsidizing. So as soon as they stopped giving back rebates, everyone's like, no, I'm not buying an electric car. So that's what happened there. And then all the car companies who were expecting a big rush are like, oh no, what do we do? Nobody's buying our cars. We better scale back everything. So good. Stop trying to force it on us. Let it happen naturally. ABB said the move will bring together more than 600 employees across manufacturing, engineering, R&D, testing, and support function. Additionally, jobs may be created as new product lines are introduced. The project has reportedly received $60 million in funding from Investissement Québec. In a press statement, ABB noted that the new facility will feature energy-efficient electrical and heating systems designed to reduce carbon emissions by over 95% compared to the current operations. Yeah, good for you. I told my wife if I can't hold up my hand, I don't know what she told me. Go to sleep. Yeah. Go to sleep. Don't touch me. The company also reported that more than 80% of its installation products sold in Canada are manufactured or assembled domestically using 70% locally sourced materials, including Canadian steel and aluminum. ABB described the investment as its largest in Canada to date. Our investment will support our future growth in Canada as demand increases with customers focused on grid resilience, power distribution, and renewables, and in new transportation, buildings, and infrastructure projects, said Khalid Mandri, President ABB Installation Products. The teams in our advanced new facility will deliver products and innovation that will help power businesses and homes across the country. Together with recent investments made in the U.S. and in Europe, the opening of this new facility will be a key part of our global growth strategy. Well, good. People in Quebec will be happy, I'm sure. They get a new facility. And jobs. Jobs for everybody. That's what I like to hear. I like to hear jobs for everybody. Well, that's it for the Plant Magazine. Let's skip on over now and look at some articles I found. Just looking around. Question, who is really getting that EV money? Is it actual money or is it carbon credits? Like when they give you rebates for your cars, I'm pretty sure you get it. Can people in Quebec ever be truly happy? Probably not, David. I do not think they are the happiest people. They got to have, their cigarettes, and they don't like the English-speaking Canadians. That is all true. Here's one for James. If James is around, scholarships offered to tackle Michigan's skilled trades gap. I know James is our resident Michigonian. I'm pretty sure, isn't that what they call those people from Michigan? Are you a Michigonian? Michiganian? Michiganite? I don't know. Michigan is grappling with a shortage of skilled trades workers, leaving thousands of jobs unfilled annually. Community Choice Credit Union aims to tackle this issue by offering scholarships to local students interested in trades like welding, plumbing, construction, and electrical work. The biggest thing for us is we want to invest in talent staying in Michigan. Skilled trades is a major part of that, said Dan Wunderlich, Senior Communications Specialist at the Community Choice Credit Union. Wunderlich emphasized that scholarships often overlook those entering the trades, focusing instead on high school seniors pursuing college. This is true. Ryan Hunt, CEO of Michigan Works, said they anticipate 40,000 to 45,000 trades job openings each year through 2030. Michiganders, okay. Like the geese? They eat poutine and talk funny, makes them angry. It would make me angry too if I talk like this all the time. Where can I get my poutine? Sacre bleu. We have a number of individuals that have worked in skilled trades for decades. They are now facing retirement. Yes. He mentioned a stigma around the trades being dirty and low paying, but noted that trades workers earn an average 16% more than other occupations in Michigan. We can combat and battle that perception with statistics. Or you just have to make a television program that shows people what the skilled trades are like out there. Kids aren't going to pay attention to statistics. Wunderlich added that Community Choice is committed to building a young talent pipeline and keeping them in Michigan. We know that the future is going to be strong with skilled trades. We need more tradespeople, and offering a scholarship to promote that is our way of putting our money where our mouth is, Wunderlich said. Filling those trades openings is crucial for securing Michigan's workforce and supporting local projects. Scholarships for 2025 is closed. Information on 2026 scholarships will be put on the website when available. If you ate cheese curds all the time, you'd be backed up and very irritable for sure. I cannot go to the bathroom, huh? It's the cheese that is causing me to be all clogged up. Well, that's good for Michigan. And the thing is there, if you have a company that someone is doing an apprenticeship for, they can sign a contract and agree to stay with the company for a certain number of years. That's fair, especially if the company is going to help pay for your schooling. That's what I had to do. When I was getting my apprenticeship, I signed a contract with the company, and it was just I had to stay there a year after I finished my schooling. So it wasn't a long time. It was just math and from anything they have made $40K. Well, good for you. I'm glad you made that much money. I don't care about that. I'm not gonna be doing that. Making $40K on here. And the people that come around here, they're the people I want here. I don't want to just like, I'm not buying views, if that's what you're getting at. Anyway. So yeah, signing a contract to stay with a company, and that means that the apprentice will stay in Michigan. And if as long as there's good job opportunities and it's a good place to live, people aren't going to want to move away. If it's got a high cost of living and it's a terrible place to live, yeah, they're going to get their education and they're going to move on. So it's a whole big thing to work out. Many factors to consider if you're going to stick around or not. Just picking up and moving from place to place, I mean, that's not that's not something everybody wants to do. Nobody wants to pack up everything and move. It's not something that you do a lot of. You shouldn't be like, oh yeah, I'm moving to get a new job. Yeah, it happens once, maybe twice, but you're not doing it constantly. Anthony Ryder wrote that article, talk about predestiny. Yeah, that's right. Written by Anthony Ryder. Oh, we know what he does for a living. You're waiting for my profile on Only Millwrights? It's coming. This one is from the Post-Independent, serving Glenwood Springs and Garfield County, Colorado. So everyone from Aspen to Parachute is well aware that the shortage of skilled workers and programs in skilled trades isn't new, but it's becoming harder to ignore. This is precisely why Colorado Mountain College is expanding its investments in skilled trades facilities and programs. Well, good. What's up, Godzillionaire? How you doing, man? Who wants to box up all their anime waifu figures and move every few years? I know! This is real problems I have to face. I don't want to box up my waifus. I'm just getting them all unpacked and sorted. How's your favorite kaiju doing anyway? Here on the western slope, the demand for carpenters, welders, mechanics, and other skilled professionals continues to grow, yet local employers alongside entities like USC Labor Solutions in Grand Junction report ongoing struggles to fill essential roles in construction, manufacturing, repair, and maintenance. Pressure is also increasing in the automotive sector, with Bureau of Labor Statistics estimating the U.S. needs more than 67,000 new automotive technicians annually, far more than the current pipeline can provide. Though it takes time, commitment, and considerable resources to build additional capacity in skilled and industrial trades, CMC offers a hopeful future. Here at Colorado Mountain College Rifle, enrollment in our welding classes has held strong for decades. Our new automotive service technology program launched in 2021. And carpentry program launched in 2023 routinely have wait lists. The training is rigorous and the standards are high, but the students in Western Garfield County are ready for the challenge. As the faculty state in their motto, they intend to prepare students to be job ready day one. I mean, just showing up is 80% of it. You get a young student or whatever that show up on day one at the right time. That's it right there. You know, right away you're looked on as being, you know, a part of the team. Show up late, don't show up at all, you're useless, and they'll get rid of you. Beyond the benefits to our local economy, workforce, and communities, take, for example, Mario, one of our recent graduates. Mario's family has lived in the valley for 5 generations. School wasn't always easy for Mario, as dyslexia created difficulties that compounded over time. During his junior year of high school, Mario dropped out. After hitting rock bottom following the pandemic, Mario realized the only direction to move was upward. In his words, "In the throes of that darkness, I found a flicker of determination. I realized that I had the power to reshape my future and that it was time to push forward." Earning a high school diploma was Mario's first goal, but just 5 weeks after stepping onto the CMC rifle campus, Mario earned his GED. He was on his way. With pride in his achievement and momentum to learn more, Mario became one of the first students in CMC Rifle's automotive program. As he puts it, "I discovered my true calling and the thrill of working with the mechanics of vehicles." If they show up with a Leverman on day one, it's a win. Yeah, if you're bringing their own tools, nice. Mario's potential caught the attention of his instructors and several scholarship donors, all of whom helped pave a way forward. He's thriving academically. Today, Mario has earned 3 certificates and is on track to finish his coursework completely debt-free. His high performance also led to a good job at Bighorn Toyota. Mario's journey is just beginning, and so is CMC's role in meeting and growing demand for skilled trades across our region. As demand for skilled workers continues to rise, so will our investments in skilled trades programs. CMC's commitment to preparing students for meaningful careers and building resilient mountain communities is unwavering. With gratitude for the tremendous support the communities of Western Garfield County have given Colorado Mountain College for nearly 60 years, I hope that our friends and neighbors will continue to follow CMC's progress and celebrate the impactful stories that emerge. Well, good for you, Colorado. You guys are doing something to support the trades. Mario powered up, but what did he... But did he find his raccoon suit? Yeah, exactly. Funny they didn't give him a last name. Wondering if there even was a Mario to begin with. Next up, the Index Box. Skilled worker shortage boosts demand for vocational education. The skilled worker shortage in the United States is leading to a surge in demand for vocational education, with 2 for-profit operators, Lincoln Educational Services and Universal Technical Institute, seeing significant gains on Wall Street. According to a report, these companies are among the top performers in the Russell 2000 Index over the past 2 years. With Universal Technical Institute's shares increasing by approximately 335% and Lincoln Educational Services by 220% compared to the index's 12% growth. So here's the thing, guys. If you're not going to go into the skilled trades, invest in a vocational school. Like, see if they have shares you can buy in and get it before there's the big surge of workers or people that want to go in there and get their trades ticket. So if you can't do it yourself, at least, become a shareholder of the institution, and hopefully your shares will increase in value. It was Mario. Yes, that was his name. As the U.S. government pushes for increased manufacturing, the demand for skilled trades workers is becoming increasingly apparent. Index Box data indicates a growing need for electricians, welders, and HVAC technicians. Remember, guys, I always say HVAC technicians. With 150,000 job openings reported in these fields, the shift is partly driven by the retirement of experienced tradesmen and recent legislative measures encouraging capital investments and factory construction. The pandemic has altered perception of vocational schools as many skilled trades were deemed essential services. This has led to a cultural shift with more parents and educators encouraging young people to consider careers in the trades. We're having high schools come to us asking how can we get some of our programs into their high schools? Because students and parents are asking for it. And they used to have it. When I was going through high school, we had shop class, all that kind of stuff to learn. But, that's the first thing that gets cut when there's budget constraints. Universal Technical Institute has opened 3 new campuses since 2018 and plans to open at least 10 more in the next 5 years. Guys, this is the thing to get into. Grab yourself any money you have and invest it in one of these institutions. However, CEO Jerome Grant acknowledges that even this expansion will not fully address the supply and demand imbalance for skilled workers. The company focuses on maintaining high training standards to ensure graduates are well prepared for the job market. And that's more important than just pushing them through and getting them through it. Try to set yourself a standard, a high standard, so that they're good at their job. They're good tradesmen. Don't just pump them out thinking, oh yeah, it's good enough. No. Make sure there's a high level set. While the outlook for these vocational schools is promising, analysts caution against rapid expansion that could strain resources and margins. The success of these institutions hinges on sustainable growth and the ability to adapt to changing economic conditions. Does anyone else hear the radio in the background, or have you gone around the bend? Is there a radio in the background? Is something playing? Hold on, let me check.
Today, leaders in Bay City were preparing for the event that started at 5, and it's hosted by the Bay City Department of Public Safety. There will be emergency vehicles, safety hospital. They arrived at Covenant Hospital a short time
I hear something too. Yeah, you're right.
5-year-old man and 1-year-old baby into the hospital.
What is it?
That place is the Opportunity Center in Bay City.
Let's show off this hardware. Hold up your medals you got here.
I don't think I'm playing
What'd
anything.
you bring home, my friend?
Well, awards.
Nice.
The top 3. This one here is the Coaches Award, which is the bigger.
Today, leaders in Bay City were preparing for the event that started at 5, and it's hosted by the Bay City Department of Public Safety. There will be emergency vehicles, safety hospital. They arrived at Covenant Hospital a short time later. Both a 25-year-old man and 1-year-old baby into the hospital. People alive.
That place is the Opportunity Center in Bay City.
Maybe it was one of those web pages. Okay. There we go. Okay, this last one I have here. HII CEO says wage increases are beginning to ease the labor shortage at Newport News. Huntington Ingalls Industries, okay, so that's HII, CEO Christopher Kasner told investors Thursday that wage increases that went into effect on June 16th for skilled trades and other workers have helped attract and retain experienced talent. And it is as it should. If you pay a fair wage, people are going to stay. They're not going to look for something else or something better. So pay them fairly and they will stick around. If we can hire more experienced people that are going to stay, then your efficiency is going to get better very quickly. You can afford to not hire as many people because you're not losing as many. Boy, this guy's a genius, eh? He's the CEO. Kasner said that during a call to announce the company's second quarter earnings. The company has hired 2,400 people since April, most of them at the Newport News shipyard, now building the new Ford-class aircraft carriers. Ooh. The lack of experienced workers has been one of the reasons for production delays. Yes. The carrier USS Kennedy was supposed to be delivered to the Navy in July. It is now scheduled for March 2027. Out of these 2,615 compartments, 90 are left to be finished. The carrier will begin sea trials at the end of the year. The next carrier in production, USS Enterprise, has also been delayed by supply chain problems, and that began during COVID. Kastner blames some of the delay on engine room components, which arrived late. The remaining delayed engine room components should arrive within months. The Department of Defense continues to review the pact between the United States, Australia, and the United Kingdom to build Virginia-class submarines. Newport News is one of the only 2 outlets in the U.S. which builds the fast attack subs. Tearing up the AUKUS agreement would impact HII's bottom line, but the company doesn't believe that will happen, Kastner said. But as a CEO, if you pay fair wages, how will you get your bonus to spend on hookers? Yes. Where's my bonus that I should get? I deserve it because I do smart stuff. And that's the problem. They want high skills, but want to pay less than the receptionist. Pay nice or pay twice. Yep. I've heard that saying before. Fabric, cheapskate, pays twice. Also, having to train up new people every time, that's a big waste of money. There's a Pentagon review going on, and I think that's healthy, Kastner said. They need to look at it to make sure that we're proceeding down the right path, but I fully expect the community to be supported across all 3 countries. The company has seen delays in awarding contracts because of the Department of Government's efficiency, but the impact is expected to be offset by new government spending on shipbuilding. The industrial base has been expanding, helped along by recent bills passed by Congress, and anticipating more ships will be included. The 2026 defense bill is also expected to be close to $1 trillion and include more new ships. HII reported contract awards of $11.9 billion in the second quarter, which included 2 Navy destroyers, Virginia-class submarines, and an amphibious landing dock, which carries Marines. The contract covered the higher wages for shipyard workers. Well, I would hope so. With that much money, you can afford to pay well. You're doing government contracts. Like, come on. Nah, this guy, the CEO is just being disingenuous. He's lining his pockets as much as he can, and he's just angry that he has to pay a fair wage for the skilled tradesmen. I saw that Godzilla, the CEO suing Coldplay, invasion of privacy or something. Hey, stupid! Maybe don't go to a public concert where you can be on the Jumbotron. How about that? Like, what an idiot! And maybe don't cheat with someone that's not your wife. Give your head a shake. I don't know how you got to be a CEO, but it obviously wasn't for being smart. All right, fellas, it's that time again. Say it with me. It's picture time. It's picture time. Hey, Aris, how you doing? It's going good over here. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Yeah, start cheating with your wife. Exactly. He's just angry because he got caught, and now his wife is going to be like, yeah, I get half now. All right, let's get to these pictures. As you can see by the title of the stream, new equipment, new problems. Yes, anytime you get new equipment. Hey, what's up, DJ Ronnie G? Picture song. Yeah, you know what? I need to make a picture time bumper. I really should do that. Wouldn't take much. Get off my lazy ass and do something to improve the channel. Why not? Okay, as far as that goes, boom, we'll do that. We'll do that. And there we go. We'll do that. Okay, so new equipment, new problems. Do you guys remember a while back I told you we got new rail cars? Thicker walled rail cars, better for, because they were so, like the rail commission or whoever's in charge there, the AAR, for the chemical we haul, they want a rail car with a thicker wall to it, so it won't, have less likely to spill, anything like that, if it gets into an accident. Anyways, so we get these new rail cars. Well, the pressure relief valve is not the same. The filling valves are not the same. So it's like, oh, great. All these spare valves we had for the old rail cars will not fit on the new rail cars. So now what do I have to do? Your old buddy Pop here has to source out replacement valves. So here we go. First thing I got to do, get the numbers, the model number, the make, and do a search and find out where it comes from. And then go through there and see if they're a vendor of ours, or if we can get them through someone that we have as a vendor already. So it's always that thing. So here's what you do. You grab this, you grab your trusty camera that you should always have. You should always have a proper camera because it takes great pictures and it's not a phone. Never ask an engineer to break in new equipment. Oh yeah. Yeah. So here we go. This is the new pressure relief valve, which is set. The old one was set to 75 psi. This new one is 247.5 psi. So way higher than the old one was. And so it was a matter of, are you saying your procurement people and engineers didn't check for interchangeability? Shocked. I'm shocked. Yeah. Well, not really that shocked. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, Godzilla. Yep. So I checked this out. GBX. Okay, that's fine. That's Greenbrier. And the model number and such. And how many CFM it will get rid of. And that's quite a bit. 2,896 CFM, cubic feet per minute. Oh, man. So anyways, you take your pictures. Lots of different angles so that they show up clearly. And then you do your friendly neighborhood Google search. So you do that. Where is it here? There we go. And then you find this thing, this is what it looks like. This is the safety relief valve inspection and maintenance bulletin. So this is the exact same model. And this shows how it goes together and gets pulled apart. And you can send this along to the certified repair facility, and it will show them what they need to do for disassembling it. It tells them how to and what to inspect on each piece of each part of it, how to put it back together, and for testing it. These aren't things that I need to know, but I need to have this in order to send it along to the repair facility. So there's a lot going on here. When you're dealing with rail cars and such, just finding, this is just a simple pressure relief valve. The other filling valves, they were a little easier for me to find and a little easier for me to get. And they're not that expensive. They're only about $735 a piece. So that's all right. And those things, if I can remember the name, I think they were Jamesbury valves. Here we are. So these valves are what you use to load up the car. And there we are. No, is it that one? There we are. This is the 5RNT. So this is a railroad tank car top loading standard port angle valve. So that's what it looks like there. You need a new trouble light. Where can you buy a pre-drilled one? Oh, I know what you're getting at there, Fabric. You like that, eh? It still works, even after being drilled through. But yeah, this is the valve, and you know, I had to do the research as well just to find out. So I got 3 more of these. They should be ordered up and on the way. I have a spare safety valve, so it should be good. But with new equipment, new problems finding spares. And of course, engineering and procurement did not talk to me at all. But I'm the one that told them. I said, "Hey, you guys, we're getting new tank cars. I need some spare valves. You guys need to send me a set of spare valves." And they're like, "Yep, we got you, man. We got you." They sent me one of these, and I need 4 of them. So I thought I told them I need 4. I told them I need a set of 4, and they sent me 1. So thanks for nothing, engineering and procurement. You guys don't even listen. You don't even listen to the boots on the ground guy. But that's those ones there. Here's an interesting one I wanted to show you guys too. You guys ever see what happens to plywood when it gets left out in the winter and in the summer? Look at that. Well, this is a scaffolding, a rolling scaffold we can use to get ourselves up a little higher and stand on. But look at this. Look how it's delaminated. Look at that. It's just pulled itself apart. No help from anybody, just the elements. So now I have to go out, buy a piece of plywood, hopefully one that's better quality than that, and cut it to size and install it on there, and then we can use this platform again. Phineas's voice, yes, I have. I'll see if I have that picture of that trouble light. I thought I did. It might be on my other USB drive. It's like cardboard in the rain. Yeah, I mean, that's all it is, really. They just press the things together with glue. At least I think so. Hence the name plywood. They take the plies and push them together. Pressure and glue. And the elements just take their toll on it. Let's see. Did I have that? I'm just looking for that picture, you guys. Like I say, it might be in my other USB drive, which I didn't bring. If that was particle board, it would look like shredded wheat. Yeah, or press board. It would just be mush. That stuff just does not like any kind of moisture. Let's see. I thought I had a copy. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Close that. Oh, that's not very good. Hang on. Yeah, that's not very good either. It still works. Such a perfectly round hole drilled into it, too. It's the Energizer Bunny of trouble lights. Yeah, there you go. Trying to see if there was a... Is there a name on it? Oh, no, don't do that. Try to get it into the frame there. Yeah, there we are. Put pressboard in a bowl with milk and butter and microwave for 5 minutes. It makes good oatmeal. Ugh. Ugh. That's just nasty. Yeah, what is it again? Trying to see the name on it. Power something or other. Power Dell. I'm going to make the guy use this one this year. If he's doing the same thing, cleaning out the Coke pot. It's like, nope, you use this one when you're doing that. You don't get to use any new ones. I've seen what you do. So yeah, there we go. I thought I had it here on the old storage drive. Thanks to you guys for bringing it up. Yeah, no soup for you. Too slow. Poor cell phone. That was a trouble light, Aris. Not even a cell phone. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I think that's it. Not much for pictures today. Just the valves, pressure relief valve, angle valve, and the plywood delaminating. That was crazy. And like I say, I've got to go buy one and fix it up so that I can put that back into service. And I can have pictures to show you guys the before and after. You guys will see the after picture when I am successful doing the job. Because you post your losses, but you also post your successes, just so people can see. Tabletop. There you go, DJ. I'll make it better. That's the thing too. When you're repairing things, don't replace just in kind. If you can, make it make it better, make it an improvement. So if you're looking at repairing something like I've done before, I've showed you guys, what was it? Even that curtain that we have there, the windscreen, the wire going through it was very thin. So what did I do? Upgraded it. We went from a 1/4 inch line to 3/8. So it's like, yeah, put in something a little stronger, something that will hold up to all the tension that's put on it. Put a bird on it. There you go. Put a bird on it. Didn't they send a pump that was the wrong size and it just floated when you tried to hook? Yes. Yes, Fabric, you remember. The pump was the wrong class. They should have sent me a class 2, and I think they sent me a class 1. It was their fault, 100%. And I wheeled it into place, and I'm like, this isn't going to work. This is too short. This isn't tall enough. And that's what happened there. Wasn't too crazy about that. I don't think I have that picture though. No, that'll be on my other USB drive. But yes, that was a big blunder on their part, which happens. Sometimes things get, somebody pushes the wrong key. Someone's thinking about something different when you're trying to tell them what you want, and they're like, yeah, we got you. And then they send it and you receive it and you're like, this isn't what I wanted. So now you're sending it back and it's just a big schmozzle. You just have a rough go of it. Then the managers are looking at you like, what, are you the idiot? What happened here? Why isn't this done yet? What's going on? And it's like, hey, man, I'm doing what I can, but, sometimes it's beyond your control, and they got to realize that. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, fellas. Daydreaming, I'm on it. Yes, exactly, DJ. Don't daydream. Focus. We need the focus. I want to thank you guys for coming out today. David Glenn, Angry Canadian, Fabric Folds, of course, Godzillionaire, everyone's favorite kaiju, Aris, it's always good to see you, and DJ Ronnie G, of course, always with the titles and the astronomy and the tech stuff. You could be Carbon, the part out of a bar of soap, and be a miracle worker. I'm a miracle worker, Captain. Yeah, I could be. Better yet, use Miracle Whip. That's a miracle. Yeah, sometimes. That's why, here's a little maintenance hint for you. When you're ordering things, get 2. One for the replacement and one to have in reserve. That way you're not waiting for it to be shipped to you. So when I can, I order 2 things, depending on how expensive they are, but I'll order 2, and then I'll have one in reserve. So, yes, yeah, for sure, DJ, of course. Miracle Whip is the devil. Just do your guys do your, this is Pop's health tip for the day. Don't eat stuff with canola oil in it. If you look at the history of canola oil, it was made for World War II as a lubricant because water, it would stick to water. So anything that was wet, the canola oil would stick to it. They called it rapeseed oil, but then they renamed it canola oil. Don't eat it. Don't have it. Don't have anything with canola oil. It's bad for you. This is my health minute here. So if you just look up the history of canola oil. Do your research, see where it came from and what it was used for and how they're using it now. Avoid it at all costs. It is the devil, Dave. Your screen's in epileptic mode. Oh no. Anyways, if you guys do me a favor, hit that like button, please. YouTube is being a bunch of silly willies, not counting views unless there's like engagement. So you have to like sometimes and leave a comment. So if you guys would do that, I'd appreciate it. That's what that steed is? Yes, DJ. Yep, you bet. It smells like heck when you heat it up. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's I just want to see everyone live a healthy, happy life, and if you stay away from that stuff, it's so canola oil as lube. Got it. You got her, Fabric. Slather it on, buddy. Also, my last stream got blocked. The beach episode one. Apparently, those phallic-sucking degenerates at Netflix decided to block it on me because I used one of the shows. They didn't come up with the show. They just showed it. They have the rights to broadcast it. You can't tell me that they came up with it. Anyway, it was called Comey Can't Communicate. And yeah, those guys will never get my business. Netflix, I will never use them ever. And I have not in the past either, because I'm against streaming, especially with Netflix, because they just put out garbage, and they are a garbage company. Leave a comment if you want Pop to bite the love button. Thanks, DJ. You learned about the bronies yesterday. You can only watch it on Rumble, and yeah. If you guys want to, you can. If you missed my beach episode, watch it on Rumble or Kick or Twitch. Might still be up there. Rumble for sure. I wasn't even playing it. I was skimming through it. You guys know how I do the videos. So I just skim through it. I don't even play it at normal speed. I just skim through it. But apparently that was quick enough that they're like, oh, he's playing it. So they got me, and not even sound. So, like I say, those phallic sucking degenerates can go to hell, and I'm going to just let Rumble do it. Hey, it's Nico. What's up, man? You are late, buddy. You're late. I'm just wrapping things up. You're going into Rumble and watch it twice. Good man. I appreciate you, Fabric. Netflix ruined the Evangelion audio. Of course they did. That's why you have to go and get it on Blu-ray and do it that way. Or go real old school and buy it on VHS. Yeah, how they match up with a freeze frame. I don't get it, DJ. My freeze frames have never been a problem before. Whether it's just because of Netflix or because I was skimming through it so quickly, I don't know what it exactly was. But yeah. And of all things, Comey Can't Communicate. It's not like this thing was $1 billion movie that they made. It's Comey Can't Communicate. It's a slice of life anime where a girl has social anxiety and can't talk very well in big groups with people or at all. Anyways, you guys, tell your friends, spread the word, let them know old Pop's here. Important announcement. This coming up Saturday and Sunday, no streams for me, no games on Saturday, no anime on Sundays. I am going to be at an anime convention all weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I am going to be at an anime convention and enjoying myself. It's nice to get back into the swing of things and enjoy myself. I'll take some pictures and videos, and maybe we'll have a good old-fashioned, here's my trip to the anime convention. I'll have to have a stream like that. James, what's up, man? James, you're late. We were talking about you earlier. You old Michigonian, you. So yes, no streams on the weekend. Thanks, AC. I'll try to, man. I'm planning on having a real good time. Me and the missus will have a good time. But while I'm not around, you guys should check out these other channels. Channels like Pacific 414 and DJ Ronnie G. He's in the chat. You got to check him out while I'm not around. Brandon, the anime guy. Carl at the RNG Podcast. Tomby, Angry Canadian. I got you on the list, buddy. Nerd Poral Lifeform. Everyone's favorite penguin, Punk Waddle. And don't forget Infinite Metal. You can find him on Kick and Twitch. And there's a VTuber out there who I frequent, and she stops by occasionally on my channel. She goes by Call Me Kixie, and she is a very family-friendly and wholesome VTuber. She plays indie games, and you have just a really good old time. She usually streams on Saturdays, and she streams for a long time. Like, we're talking 6 hours long streams. So you're bound to catch her on Saturday. So give her a try. Give her a watch. Tell her old Pop sent you. Yes, and as I mentioned, no streams Saturday, Sunday. But I'll be back next Tuesday, you guys, with more Trades Talk, more news from an industrial perspective. We'll sit down, we'll have a good old time. I'll have more pictures, more videos, and we can have a fun time like we always do on Tuesdays. But I am heading out now, everyone. I hope to see you guys next week. Remember, say thanks to your tradesmen. They're the ones that look after the infrastructure. All right, until next time, everyone, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.